As an international student, having a valid visa is an important part of international travel. Let's talk about renewing visas. Visa renewals are very similar to the initial visa application. In general, you will take all the same steps and you will need the same documentation. If you're required to do the visa interview, you might be asked different but similar questions. Here are some general tips for planning. Visas cannot be renewed from inside the U.S. This means you will need to leave the U.S. and apply for your new visa stamp in another country. It may be possible that your visa interview is waived. If waived, this may help simplify your visa application. ISS cannot tell you if your visa interview will be waived. The possibility of a waiver is at the discretion of the U.S. consulate or embassy where you will apply and may also depend on the current process at the time of your application. When doing your visa renewal, you will need supporting documents similar to your first visa application. This includes up-to-date financials, valid immigration documents, and proof of enrollment at UB. If you have any questions about the kind of documentation you will need, be sure to check the embassy or consulate website for the location where you are submitting your application. We are often asked about applying for a new visa in a third country. Please keep in mind that we strongly recommend applying for your visa in your home country. This is for a number of reasons. If there are delays or your visa application is put into administrative processing, you would not be able to return to the U.S. while you wait. So, a question to ask yourself is, are you prepared to stay in the third country for many weeks if needed? If your visa is denied, you would not be able to return to the U.S. So, if your visa is denied in a third country, you would need to then plan to return home and apply again. Additionally, responding to requests for a documentation can be easier in your home country. For example, if they ask for a bank statement and you need to work with your bank directly, being in the same time zone or in the same location can make that easier. You also need to make sure that anytime you apply for your F1 or J1 visa, you're able to demonstrate ties to your home country. Doing your visa application from your home country may help to do this. We do not recommend traveling to renew your visa stamp during the academic semester. If there are any delays, it might be impossible for you to return to complete your studies. As an F1 or J1 student, part of maintaining your status is meeting in-person requirements. So, if you need to renew your visa for travels, we recommend doing so during semester breaks. Under United States law, all applicants for non-immigrant visas are viewed as intending immigrants until they can convince the consular officer that they are not. So, you must be able to show that you have reasons for returning to your home country that are stronger than those for remaining in the U.S. Ties to your home country are things that bind you to your hometown, homeland, or place of residence, such as family, financial prospects, or jobs at home. If you are a prospective student, the interviewing officer may ask about your specific intentions, family plans, other relationships, your educational goals, and career prospects in your home country. Each person's situation is different, and of course, there is no magic explanation or single document, certificate, or letter which can guarantee visa issuance. To set yourself up for success with the visa interview, we recommend being prepared to answer interview questions about your situation in English. Remember to answer honestly and concisely. They may ask you about your studies, financial details, past U.S. visas, if applicable, or any future plans. You should be able to talk about your degree program and what you plan to do after graduation. If denied, ask the officer for a denial reason in writing and for a list of documents they would suggest to overcome the refusal. It's important that you do not argue with the official. We know the visa interview can be intimidating. Overall, come prepared, dressed well, and maintain a positive attitude while being yourself. If you have any questions, please contact ISS.